Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your March 2017 general readings. Thank you so much for joining me here today and welcome to any newcomers. Thank you for all your continued support and feedback and comments and for taking the time to write in. And also a special thank you to those of you who continue to reach out for personal one-on-one readings, both the first timers and my regular clients as well. And thank you to my regular clients for continuing to send feedback on how the readings continue to play out in your lives. And if any of you out there are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me and you haven't read with me before, you can click on the little About button on my YouTube channel's homepage, which will give you a little more information, and my email address, which is Maggie, the number one, McGuire@gmail.com. Feel free to email me directly. I do a variety of types of readings, recorded and live via phone or Skype. Including general personal readings and love compatibility readings, career finance readings, and 12-month year overviews as well, of varying different lengths of time. So if you're interested, send me an email. I would be delighted to work with you and we'll go from there. Current turnaround time for personal readings, by the way, is anywhere from a couple of days upwards of 2 weeks. But since I do readings full time, I can usually get back with you pretty quickly and almost always set up a reading within a 2 week period of time. So moving right along, I am using the Gilded Tarot deck by artist Ciro Marchetti, the one which I typically use the most for general readings. It is an 8-card spread, 2 cards for each week, time being somewhat fluid, of course, with an additional 9th card from the bottom of the deck representing overall energy and advice for the reading. Make sure to check your rising and your moon sign as well, because these are general readings and there's thousands of you watching. So of course they're not going to mean the same thing in the same degree and intensity for everyone watching. And your rising and your moon sign videos may resonate a little more predictively for you, or just give you additional bits of insight and clarity into what's going on in your lives at this time. So if you know your sun, moon, and rising, watch all three if you can. So let us begin. This reading is for Leo for March 2017. I can't believe we're headed into March already, although I am recording these in the latter part of February. What does the month of March 2017 have in store for the fire sign of Leo? Leo, March 2017. Okay, Leo. We begin with the Five of Swords, followed by the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Wands, followed by Temperance, the Knight of Cups, followed by the Ace of Swords, and the Ten of Wands, followed by the Ten of Pentacles. And from the bottom of the deck, your crowning card representing overall energy and advice is the King of Pentacles. So let's just take a look, Leo. It definitely looks like a struggle has come to an end, a struggle, a challenge, a burden has come to an end for a lot of you. For some of you, this may have been an outright battle of some kind, where you were set against someone or a situation of some kind, and it looks like it is coming to an end. And for most of you, it looks like a very successful completion as well, and one which may prove to be somewhat lucrative for you in terms of money, finance, business, particularly those of you who have been involved in any kind of civil litigation or lawsuits, or you're waiting for settlements of some kind. Others of you, this may resonate more as it could be a relationship reading of some kind too. Of course, general reading, so it's going to apply differently for those of you watching. So let's begin. So Leo, we find ourselves around the beginning of March, end of February, going into March, with the energy of the Five of Swords, followed by the Queen of Wands. So the Five of Swords, this is air energy here, which is the element that governs the suit of swords. It's a mental, cerebral, intellectual energy. It's all about what goes on up here, our thoughts and words and ideas and how we communicate those, and our belief systems, our perception and perspective of things. The Five of Swords is a card technically of victory, and I say technically because sometimes this is a victory that can represent uh, something which is hard won and which has come at a very high cost. And the question that always accompanies the Five of Swords is it worth it? Has this victory been worth it? Or is it worth continuing? Sometimes the answer is yes, and sometimes the answer is no. You can see that this battle has cost this man quite a bit. He is the victor. His opponents or foes or enemies are on the ground behind him, obviously defeated. He's gathered up all their weapons and he's holding his own aloft in victory. But if you look closely, he looks very worn, tired, exhausted. He's bleeding from a little cut on his forehead. The colors are still kind of bleak and murky. It looks like it's been a challenge or a battle that has cost quite a bit. And it's up to you to make the decision or to know if it's really something that's been worth it. But it looks like it's something that you've invested quite a bit of yourself into, or something that's cost quite a bit. This could be a cost in finances, in time, in emotions, etc. Now, the Five of Swords is paired with the Queen of Wands. Here we have fire energy, and I think for most of you, this represents you in this reading, coming across very strong, very powerful. Queens and Kings represent individuals who have reached the mastery of their suit. So they represent people who have matured and evolved beyond that young, immature energy of the page and the spontaneous, impulsive energy of the knights. Uh, the Queen of Wands would represent a fire sign person, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And again, for a lot of you, this is going to be you showing up in this reading. Uh, and really, this lovely, powerful fire sign energy. This passionate, creative, manifesting energy is what has won you this challenge or made you come out as the victor in this battle. For some of you, this is going to represent another fire sign person, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, who has perhaps been a partner with you going through this battle or challenge. Or for some of you, it could even represent someone who's been on the other side from you of this battle or challenge. Again, it's going to resonate differently for those of you watching, but for most of you, I feel like it's you. The reason that you've come out on top in this, or that you're going to be coming out as the victor in this, is because you have uh, just inherently been manifesting those traits which are characteristic to your sign. Wands is governed by the element of fire. It's a very fiery, dynamic, passionate suit. It's about change, movement, action, power, and forward momentum. It's about a lot of creative and manifesting energy too. And it can often represent creative or artistic projects and career. Anything that's about creating and manifesting and building something that's very forward moving. So it looks like you've really the Queen of Wands is someone who's very dynamic, very action oriented, very assertive. She's very good at finding solutions to problems. And if one thing doesn't work, she doesn't spend time moaning and groaning about it. She just immediately finds something else and kind of gets on with it. She's very charismatic, probably very easy on the eyes, very good at getting the job done or in delegating and inspiring other people to get the job done, and very good at providing, pulling together a lot of resources to do this, which appears to be all of these beautiful characteristics and talents appear to be what's made you come out on top in this challenge or this battle, Leo. It is showing up as a queen, as a female, but it's a general reading, so this could also be male as well. Now, next to that, we transition into the energy of the Eight of Wands, followed by the major arcana card of Temperance. So the Eight of Wands, more fire energy here. The Eight of Wands is a card of communication, swift, powerful, profound communication. For some of you, this is going to represent communication that you're waiting for, that is still forthcoming. As you can see, these wands, which represent the communication, have left their point of origin, but they haven't quite reached their destination yet. So for some of you, you're waiting on communication after this battle or challenge. Is coming to a close after perhaps a decision has been made and you're waiting to see what the next step is. For some of you, this is a civil litigation. I keep getting settlement in the back of my head. So for some of you, it's about waiting for a settlement or waiting for a settlement offer after a decision has come down that you are the victor in this situation. For some of you, this represents information that comes in, news or messages which comes in around the second week of March. And others of you, it's just about waiting for this information to come in, but it is coming. Now, the Eight of Wands is paired with Temperance, major arcana cards, so significant, profound energies of God, Spirit, your angels and guides, the universe. Temperance is a card of temperance, patience, balance, harmony. It's about kind of uh, 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 finding your center, finding your grounding space where you have your balance and living in peace and acceptance of that. This is what enables you to kind of stay emotionally grounded and focused, even when the situation around you may be chaotic or turbulent. Or for some of you, paired with this Eight of Wands, for most of you, this news or information, those of you that are waiting for this news or information coming in after this decision has come down or after you've been proven to be victorious with something, you just have to be a little bit more patient in waiting for this communication. Don't get too stressed out. Keep your balance here because it is coming. For some of you, although I think it's a smaller portion of you, around the second week of March, this news or information is has already come, and there's something about it. I feel like the waiting period is going to continue for just a minute longer, for just a short bit longer. You're being asked to remain emotionally stable and grounded, regardless of what this communication is. Although I have to say, for like 95% of you, this is positive news and information. And it's all about something coming in for you, offers, opportunities. Next, we transition into the energy of the Knight of Cups, followed by the Ace of Swords. I have to go back and say something here, which, hang on just a second, just kind of came in. Okay. For a small portion of you, and you'll know who it is when you're watching because it'll resonate for you, this this Eight of Wands and Temperance, this news and information, and this patience and harmony and balance, this combination of energies, for some of you, you've come out on top of something. You've been the victor in a challenge or a battle or a struggle with something, and this information, this this information that is about you giving the information to somebody else, trying to get it straight in my head. You have to actually tell somebody or have a conversation with somebody about how you've come out of this battle or challenge. It's a little fuzzy, but I think those of you who are listening, who for whom this resonates, are going to know exactly what I'm talking about. You need to go and have a conversation with somebody about this outcome, and you're being asked to be careful in how you present it to this person, or this group of people, to try and do it in a very harmonious, balanced, emotionally grounded kind of manner, in spite of the fact that it feels like this situation has been very emotionally charged, particularly for the other person. And so this conversation that you need to have, just be careful and kind of vigilant that you stay calm and grounded and compassionate with the other person. So it doesn't need to make sense to me. It needs to make sense to you, but it's a very specific message, I think, for a small, small portion of you. Okay, so back to the energy of the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Swords. So the Knight of Cups, here we have water energy, which is the element that governs the suit of cups. So cups is all about that watery mercurial world of emotions, our emotional landscape, feelings, love and relationships, and how we relate to people around us. Knights are the bringers of the tarot. They are the defenders, and typically, when you see them, they represent something being brought to you, or you bringing something to somebody else. Most often, it represents an offer or an offering or an opportunity being brought to you. And they can also represent the speed at which a situation moves. So the Knight of Cups is charging in, because knights are prone to doing that. They're known for charging in. That's what their role was in the medieval world. They were sent out on missions and quests to bring back results. So this is an offer, an opportunity that is emotional in nature. For some of you, this is an offer of love. For some of you, this is an offer of emotional support. Whatever the offer or opportunity is that's coming in, it is emotional in its nature. And again, for this, there's a small portion of you watching this. For you, it's you're the one that's actually doing this. You're the one that's like giving the message, having the conversations, and you're the one that's extending this offer of love or of support somehow. But for the majority of you, this is an opportunity coming in, And I feel like it's coming in from an earth sign person too, because your crowning card is the King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But there's an offer or opportunity coming in for you, Leo, following this victory, following your this decision or outcome where you've come out on top, you've won in something. You've been waiting for this information to come in. This information and messages are coming in, and for some of you, it's relationship oriented in nature. It's love or an opportunity for love and emotional support for this. Some of you, you're the one extending this out. Some of you, what's coming in is monetary, but it's coming from monetary, but it's coming from someone that you have some kind of relationship energy with. And others of you, it provides you with what you need, whether that's finances or resources. It provides you with uh, resources, money, or the support that you need to bring something to a final close. This feels very much like a step-by-step process for you. There's like the winning part. You're waiting to see what that actually garners you. You're waiting for these messages and information. Okay, what does my winning actually mean? There's offers of support coming in, and I feel like for some of you this is monetary as well, but support in helping you get through the rest of this. Particularly, I feel like there's been a lot of emotions in whatever the situation is, and what it is going to mean different things to different people. But it helps to provide you with a new outlook and a new perspective, and it illuminates something and reveals something with clarity, in its clarity and truth, that was hidden before. That Knight of Cups is paired with the Ace of Swords. So here we have more air energy. What goes on up here? Aces represent the number one. They represent the start of something, the beginning of a new path. Seeds, which if you plant and nurture and take care of seeds, they will grow into their full potential. The Ace of Swords is also about truth and knowledge. So the Ace of Swords comes in and it cuts away any extraneous fantasy and illusion. And unstable emotions, and it exposes something, or it illuminates something in its truth, in the reality for what it is. So this could be something being brought to light that was previously hidden, a truth being acknowledged or realized, something being illuminated in that sense. For some of you, this is an epiphany. This is kind of a new perspective, a new way of looking at something, kind of your aha moment, the light bulb going off over your head. And it's in connection with this offer or opportunity. For some of you, what this opportunity does is it makes you see something, it illuminates something you didn't know before. It brings a truth to light that you weren't aware of before. For some of you who are doing the talking and doing the presenting, it is an opportunity to show someone the truth that they hadn't been privy to before or weren't ready to hear before. But there's a whole new outlook and perspective on something. Some of you, a smaller portion of you for whom this may be a relationship reading, some of you, the time has, it's been revealed to you that the time is right for you to now express your feelings, make this offer of love or emotions, or loving emotional support. It feels like something has come in, and now that this thing, whatever this situation is drawing to a close, the time now becomes right that you can, I keep getting, reveal yourself or reveal your true feelings about something to someone. For some of you, this could be somebody else. It's the right time. They come in and they reveal their true feelings and emotions to you. And I feel like for a lot of you for whom that resonates, it really kind of takes you off guard. But it seems to be very sincere and very, very emotional. Now, at or towards the end of March 2017, we have major closure here. We have two tens. We have the Ten of Wands, followed by the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Wands, more fire energy here. Tens represent the end of a cycle, something drawing to a close, the culmination of something, the coming full circle of something. So all of this that's been going on, Leo, this struggle, this challenge, you coming out on top, waiting for the final pieces to fall into place, all this news and information and messages coming in, uh, it represents a burden coming to an end. For some of you, it's just a cross that you've had to bear for quite a while that's come to an end. And again, it could be because of this truth, whatever was illuminated has come out. And in that illuminating, in this truth coming to light, and in the support that you're getting from that, that in and of itself is what brings this sense of heavy burden, this cross you've had to bear. It's bringing it to an end, because for some of you, this offer of support and love is somebody also coming in to help share this with you, but it's drawing to a close. And for some of you, this is just going to be not necessarily a cross you've had to bear, but a long struggle, a long challenge, perhaps a very long project that you've had to invest a lot of yourself in. And I feel like it's been going on for quite some time. You've been carrying it successfully, as this man on the card has been carrying his burden successfully, but it has been heavy. It's so heavy he can't even stand up straight under the weight of it. But you can see that his head is up and he is looking at his destination. He's reaching the end, that place where he can lay this burden down, stand up, and take a deep breath. It is coming to an end, Leo. And it's time for it to. And for some of you, this sense of carrying this burden all alone by yourself is coming to an end because someone is sharing it with you. Somebody is coming in and saying, "Let me take this. Let me help you carry this." And you're no longer going to be alone. Those of you who have been felt like you've been struggling with this all by yourself for such a long time, that feeling of being alone with this burden is coming to an end at the end of March, kind of transitioning into April. Now, the Ten of Wands is paired with the Ten of Pentacles. So here we have Earth energy, which is the element that governs the suit of Pentacles. So Pentacles is about the earthly, tangible, material world we live in, and often it manifests itself in earthly, tangible ways, like it refers to often refers to money, finances, property, real estate, job, etc. Stuff we can see and touch and feel. But even in spiritual and relationship issues, it can represent tangible results of the effort that we put into things, what we invest into things. It represents solidity and stability. So the Ten of Pentacles represents a lot of something coming to an end, but in a successful way. It also represents a large amount of stability and security. Now, for some of you, particularly those of you for whom this is just straight up money, finances, settlement, what you're getting in is a nice little packet of money, nice resources, because the Ten of Pentacles would represent a fair amount of financial, physical, material comfort and stability, because we don't go higher than tens. That's, you can see it's just spilling out of this chest here. And for some of you, this is just this burden coming to an end. It's also about finally feeling, one, that you're not alone, and two, that you have this sense of stability and safety and continuity and reassurance that you didn't have before, because the Ten of Pentacles represents something, whether it's material in nature, it represents something solid, safe, something that has deep roots, and something that's going to last a long time. In business and finance, this would represent family money, family business, family estate. There's a strong connection to home and family here. And not only is this beneficial to you, but also to your family or to your loved ones, those in the closest sphere of your life. So the Ten of Pentacles would be something, whether it's material, financial, or emotional in nature, a combination of all of those. This finally gives you that solid base, that security and stability, that sense of continuity and safety, because it feels like for a lot of you that you've been struggling with this alone, or it has felt like you've been doing it alone, or perhaps this is something you've been working at for such a long time and it's finally coming to a successful conclusion. You're garnering everything that you want. For some of you, you've won a battle of some kind and you're being vindicated, finally getting the support and the help you need. But it is all coming to an end around the end of March, going into April. And there's just such a feeling of relief and safety. It's kind of like you've been treading water and you finally found solid ground again. Now, your crowning card from the bottom of the deck, representing overall energy and advice, we have the King of Pentacles. So this would be an older, more mature, reflective individual in spirit and mentality, if not actual chronological age. It's showing up as a male because it's a king, but of course it could be female because this is a general reading. The King of Pentacles. So this would be an earth sign person, sun, moon, or rising, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, who is playing a significant role in this situation with you or around you in regards to you this month, Leo. For some of you for whom this is a relationship reading, this is the other person. For others of you, this could be, I feel like for a lot of you, this King of Pentacles is is also the Knight of Cups, is where this offer or opportunity is coming from, regardless of what the nature of that is, whether it's a love romance based connection in terms of what they're offering, or a very good friend, family member, or even for some of you, the person that had a lot to do with your being the victor in this situation. For some of you, this could represent just the energy that's being manifested, the energy that you're going to be feeling as this month plays out, and as this continues to progress and happen. This decision, this outcome, that you're the victor, and these messages and information that's coming in and being exchanged, and these offers and opportunities of support and love. It's again, I get this feeling that this is a month where you're starting to realize that, oh my gosh, this thing is finally drawing to a close. It's finally going to be over. And you're feeling this energy of the King of Pentacles, which it's a sense of stability. It's a sense of continuity. As another person in your sphere, if this is relating to a King of Pentacles individual who's in your life, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, around whom is playing a very significant role with you, Leo, this would be somebody who's uh, probably financially comfortable, if not outright wealthy, because the King and Queen of Pentacles are people who, um, earth sign people, they have an inherent talent for navigating the energy of that suit. So they're very good with money, finances, property, real estate. They're good at navigating the day-to-day world of the day-to-day aspects of the physical world we live in, good at with investments, good at saving money. They've worked long and hard to get to where they're at. They like comfortable, even luxurious things, and they feel like everyone ought to have the same opportunity that they've had to work and to gather these things. Very good provider energy, very protective, good, solid husband, father, provider kind of feel to this card. A solid, stable, reliable individual, very trustworthy, a good worker, and very savvy about the worldly material things as well. So whether that's your energy that is coming into you, that you're slowly kind of beginning to feel a stronger, more grounded sense of solidity and success for some of you. And again, for others of you, this is an earth sign person, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, around whom this is centered this month. It's going to mean different things to different people, and I always enjoy reading the feedback to see how it plays out for those of you for whom it does resonate. But it looks like a wonderful month for you. It looks like a successful month. Make sure to be patient. It looks like there may be some times during the month where you get a little impatient, waiting for information, waiting for the next step to reveal itself, waiting to see what's kind of coming in. But it looks like what's coming in is very good. New perspectives and new outlooks as well. Truth coming to light, and a lot of love and support coming your way. And finally, this weight being lifted from your shoulder, Leo. So that pretty much sums up your reading for March 2017. I hope you have enjoyed it, that you find it useful and clarifying, Leo. And again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, please feel free to email me at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be happy to work with you. And that information is also under if you click on the little about button on the homepage on my YouTube channel, you'll see that information as well. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the March 2017 mid-month readings. And until then, as always, Leo, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. And I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.